It's not uncommon to hear that people new to fitness can see phenomenal gains across the board. In fact, newbie gains is one of those things that is just taken as gospel in almost every single fitness discipline. So as a calisthenics newbie, it can then be frustrating to hear this and not be seeing these amazing gains in our own training. Which begs the question, do newbie gains not apply to calisthenics? Let's get straight into it. How you doing, Cali Crowd? Welcome back to the channel that makes calisthenics simple. So in the context of being new to bodyweight training, I mean anybody that's been training for less than 18 months, if you feel you've not been seeing the gains that you were promised as a calisthenics beginner, you may be wondering what the hell is going on. Well, today we're going to jump through the common mistakes of why you may not be seeing progress, starting with the first one, which is having too many skill goals. We've spoken before on this channel about how many new calisthenics athletes get into bodyweight training because they're in awe of the skills or a particular exercise. But if a week of calisthenics training for you looks like this, then you're not going to get very far. If you have the aim to hit 10 pull-ups, learn to handstand, double your weighted dip, and get a front lever, all while in a calorie deficit so that you can get a better strength to weight ratio, then you won't be getting the quality training that you need in order to facilitate the neurological response that allows us to achieve great feats of calisthenics strength. Related to this is the idea that you might be doing too much work. Contrary to popular belief, gains aren't made in the gym, they're made in the bedroom. Committing to too much training volume is a far more common mistake than not training enough, and quality rest and solid nutrition is how we leverage the work put in during training to facilitate growth and strength. If you find that you're consistently training 5 to 6 days a week and you've been doing that for a few months, try lightening the load or focusing on something else for a week, and you may be surprised at what that does to your overall progress. As a calisthenics beginner, you may also find that you're just not as strong as you think you are. It may be a sobering thought to hear that your calisthenics goals are a little bit too ambitious for where you are right now, and I'm the last person to tell you to not have ambitious goals. But if you spent the lion's share of your calisthenics training driving towards 20 full planche push-ups, but can't do 5 standard push-ups, that is too big of a gap for newbie gains to fill. Similarly, for calisthenics skills that have a high neurological component, like the handstand, newbie gains won't stop the need for arduous and, quite frankly, repetitive work. But this idea is also incredibly freeing when placed in the context that newbies can gain phenomenal wins both in hypertrophy and strength when exercises are regressed. Can't do pull-ups? No problem, do resistance band pull-ups or jackknife pull-ups, just something that allows you to progress with quality and with purpose towards where you want to be. If your training just looks like front lever or planche attempts, then you're not going to get very far. Still push yourself, but push yourself largely from a place of familiarity and strength rather than just from a place of repeated experimentation. So these are the common mistakes, but the good news is that for a newbie, the fix is pretty universal. Keep your training simple and make sure you are getting quality rest. Newbies do not have to complicate things to see gains in all areas, and the classic compounds of pushing and pulling, both horizontally and vertically, would be enough to get any calisthenics beginner very far. If you have any confusion around what a training program for an absolute calisthenics beginner looks like, you can check out this playlist on my channel. But crowd, I want to know what you guys have been working towards and struggling with as a calisthenics beginner. Let me know down in the comment section below, and crowd, I'll see you in the next one.